this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. What am I riding today? The Himiway A7. A7. Yeah, haven't had this bike out yet this year. I figure I'd take it out. Yeah. And I have one of the XWing side view mirrors on here. There you go. Yep. Yeah, it works really good. People always say, can you see your arm? Yeah, I see my arm up to about here. Then everything else is just the rear view. So yeah, you want this long arm because that makes a big difference because you have this control pad. Let me angle down a little bit here. You got this control pad here, so I can put the mirror on the other side of it over here. And the long arm makes up the difference. That's why I've been telling people, get the XWing mirror if you have a bike that has a left-handed throttle. Let's go down this way here. So the A7, 500 watt motor, commuter style bike, 500 watt motor, thinner tires. I think it's like 15 amp hour battery on here. Yeah. If you want a little more powerful one, get the D5 2.0, but again, that's a fat tire bike. This one, you know, is good for everyday ride around the neighborhoods type of thing. Get on some gravel, no problem. I added this light here. I had this hanging around for a long time. I just found it hanging around, so I just stuck it on here. Haven't used it. Had to put it somewhere, so I stuck it on the handlebars on this one. I don't really ride at night, so it really doesn't matter so much to me. But I think the reason I bought one of these things before is because this thing blinks, and the bikes earlier on when I first got them, like 5 years ago, they didn't have blinking headlights. I'm not sure if this one, I think this one does blink. You can set it up to do that. So I had this thing just sitting around. I says, well, rather than just leaving them in a box somewhere, I just stuck it on one of the bikes, and this happened to be the bike I put it on. That's all. It's not on. I don't have it on. Yeah, let's turn it on. Let's see if I can kick it in. Do I even have the battery on this thing running? Let me see. Okay, let's see. Does it have a blinking? Yeah, there you go. See, it's a blinking light. You know, you could leave a blinking light on when you're riding. See that? You can leave that on during the daytime. It gives you more visibility. People can see you better. You know, cars coming towards you. You might notice I don't have anything on. Yeah, I've just got a regular polo shirt on. And I've got my safety vest on too, as I usually do. I wanted to get out today. Wow, a lot of cars. It's a Sunday, so everyone's going to church here, I guess. Slow down here a little bit. Oh, I know that they blocked off the road up ahead, so we can't go how I usually go. We have to go around the block. Yeah, they're fixing things. Highways being fixed, so any passes underneath, which is what I would have to take to get to the other side, that's all been cut off now. All right, well, let's just get out of here. I'm going to take a right-hand turn here. Put my hand out, let them know I'm turning. Yeah, forgot about that. Can't get through there. I tried with my car, I couldn't get through. So obviously you can't get through with your bike either. So anyway, I decided to take the A7 out. Had to pump up the air and the tires. It's really windy here right now. I don't know if you can hear it. I can't even hear myself talk. There's so much wind blowing up against me. Decided to take the A7 out because it's been basically all winter long. Typically when that happens, you need to charge up your batteries. But this one seemed to have a full charge, so I said, well, okay, let's take it. I wanted to get out there before it rains. It's supposed to rain today. I don't know, you probably hear the wind. I can hear the wind. I can't even hear myself talking. The wind's blowing up against my ears, can't hear a thing. I wanted to get out here before it starts raining on us again. Oops, major street. Oh, well, let's see. There's a side street I can take. So I said, let me do a couple rides while I can. This week, the weather is supposed to be decent in terms of temperature. But the problem is it's gonna rain. Yeah. Tomorrow, being a Monday, I hope to do the review of a bike that had come in for a while now. Yeah, we have a deadline to get that thing done. I don't know if I'll hit the deadline. Well, I will make it. If I do it tomorrow, I will make the deadline. If I don't do it tomorrow, I will miss the deadline. But they know. I told them, I said, hey, look, it's been raining out here. It's been cold. They said, don't worry about it. But I still want to get it done. So I will do that tomorrow. It's supposed to be less windy tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain the whole day. It's only supposed to rain at like 1 in the morning. So I should be okay. Let's stop here, make sure all these cars go by first. And then the rest of the week, it's supposed to be decent temperatures, but it's supposed to rain. So what are you gonna do, you know? So either we have too cold or we got rain. It is April, folks, you know. I don't ride in the rain. Not that I can't, because I've done it before. There's a lot of cars, huh? I've done it before. I've ridden in the rain before. It's only because I got caught in the rain, had to ride in it. I don't purposely go out in the rain, all right? Although you technically could. These bikes are rated for the rain and all that stuff, but why would you want to do that? I wouldn't do it. Yeah, so anyways, the A7, when you look at this bike, you go, wow, that kind of looks like the D5 2.0. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, same color and everything. I've got 3 bikes from Himiway to have the, okay, I take that back. I've got 4 bikes from Himiway to have the same color. Yeah, I like this color. The thing with this bike is, this is kind of like an easy riding bike for me. Yeah. Am I gonna sell it? No. No, I plan to keep these Himiway bikes at least for a while until something else comes out from them. But no, I'm satisfied with what they have. The A7 is an excellent bike for a commuter style bike. The D5 2.0 is an excellent bike for a fat tire bike. The 20-inch version of that bike is an excellent bike for somebody that wants something a little more nimble, a little bit easier to ride for them. Yeah, and we got 2 of those, as you know, because of the FedEx mess up where they crushed the wheel and the motor. So, yeah, so there's 4 of them in the same color. I chose this color for the other bikes because I really like it. And I think we better turn. We'll swing back around and go back the other way. But yeah, it's a good color for me. The thing is, if you have a darker color bike like this is I don't know what they call it. There's something blue. Is this midnight blue? I don't know what they call it. Every company has a different name for the blues. All right, it's a darker blue. If you have a darker colored bike, yeah, make sure you wear something like a safety vest or something reflective so people can see you. As you know, a lot of times I'm wearing black all the time. I'm known as the Chinese Johnny Cash. Said that before. Yeah, I'm always wearing black. If you ever see me in person, you'll usually see me wearing black. That comes from my law enforcement days, as you know. So yeah, you'll blend in with the background if you're not careful. So you got to wear something. So ever since I started riding my bike and started doing these YouTube videos, let's see which way am I going? Let's go this way. I started wearing this yellow safety vest, and it really stands you out when you do that. You add something like a blinking light, stands you out even more. All right, we're gonna have to stop here. Too much stuff going on. All right, we're gonna go this way here. Let's go this way here. So yeah, make sure you wear something that's that you are visible with. Yeah. If you wear something that you're visible with, cars will see you. You don't get hit. Hopefully. Hopefully you don't get hit. So far I haven't had any issues with cars in this area, but that doesn't mean if you go somewhere else you will have no problems. I tend to ride, if I have an option, I tend to ride on residential streets, especially the time of the day when I usually ride. As you know, a lot of times I'll be riding during working hours, being retired, you know. And so there's very few cars out, and people have mentioned before in the past, he says, Russ, how come there's nobody on the road when you're out there riding? Hey, they're all working. Yeah, they're all working. I pick hours when I know they're all gone, and then I go out. Yeah, and then if it's decent weather, meaning like over 70 degrees, that's usually like 3, 4 o'clock. I don't ride because I know the cars are coming back now. And they're all too anxious to get home. They're not paying attention to you. I'm not going out. You got to pick and choose when you go, if you can, right? Since I have the flexibility to do that, that's what I do. Yep. So I'm pedaling a little bit more today. A lot of times people say, Russ, you never pedal. Well, I do. Pedaling right now. I'll pedal and throttle. You know, I'll use the throttle to get me started. Then I'll let go and then I'll start pedaling. You set up your pedal assist levels the way you like it. Give you the assist of where you want based on the speed that you're going. Pick whether you want torque sensor or cadence sensor mode to help you. And then you go. Right now I have this on cadence sensor, although I could easily put it on torque. But early in the riding season, I think the cadence sensor is easier for me. So I just put it on there. All I need to do is keep my legs moving. I don't have to pedal hard or anything, and I go. The pedal assist levels will help decide, you know, how fast I'm gonna go. I'll use the throttle to get me started after like a slowdown like that. Although that should have been an actual stop, as people will say, but hey, you know, you do you, I do me, okay? And then I'll let up, see, I'll let up and then I'll just pedal. I usually pedal when you don't see me pedaling, yeah. On the way home, after doing a video, I'll pedal, yeah. Earlier on, although there's no excuse for me now, earlier on, you know, when I had my knee replaced and, you know, just to move along, I'd be huffing and puffing as I'm pedaling because, you know, my knee wasn't good, my leg strength was really bad at that time. And so to do all that effort would get me huffing and puffing. And I said, that doesn't sound good on camera. So that's when I started to just throttle most of the time. And I've maintained the throttling a lot of times too, on even these videos now, 5 years later, right? But on occasion, you'll see me pedaling. Man, there's so many cars on a Sunday. This is why I prefer to ride on a weekday when everyone's at work. Yeah, I've been wanting to take a left turn, but all these cars are in my way. I don't want to do it. I have another car behind me. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to go slow and let him go. Let the guy go. Get him out of here. All right, let's pedal some more. Now, the thing is, with the wind blowing up against you too, if I was on torque sensor mode, I would be having to really work it because you're fighting the wind then, right? You want to fight the wind. All right, I'm gonna put my arm out. I'm gonna take a left turn here. Trying to get away from these cars, can't get away from them. If you take certain residential streets like this here, you won't have a problem. You take a more traveled street, you're gonna have a problem. See, now here, with the headwind hitting me, I don't wanna pedal against it. I could, here, let's do it. I'm gonna pedal against it because on cadence sensor mode, it doesn't matter how hard I push down on the pedals, as long as my legs are moving, it's gonna kick me up to the assist level that I have it at. Where am I at now? I have it on sport mode. Why don't you put it on auto mode? Because this bike doesn't have auto mode. No, you want auto mode, you got to get the D5 2.0 26-inch or 20-inch bike. Yeah, that's the mode that picks the pedal assist level for you based on how you're working. This one doesn't do that. Of course, this bike is cheaper. What is it, $15.99 or something like that? I think something like that. Check the website. Use my affiliate link to get you there. It's in the description of the videos. Yeah, people have asked me, how do I find the stuff that you have? Yeah, look at the description of the videos. It'll always tell you stuff like that. And in fact, I think a lot of the accessories that I had used over the years are in the description of the video. Usually the link to the bike is usually in the description of the videos. So then if you're looking for other stuff, you could always go to russisright.com. That's where I have information on the accessories and also links to any bikes I'm selling at the time. Yeah, we have to sell these bikes. I've mentioned that before, but some bikes won't be sold. Like this one will not be sold. The D5 series will not be sold. So certain ones I'm keeping for myself, but eventually those bikes will be sold if new bikes came along. Like for instance, if they had a 3.0 version, you know, a year from now or 2 years from now or whatever they do, then of course the 2.0 series would have to sell, right? So there are some bikes that that I put promotions on just to move them along. But you know, if you don't check the website, you don't know. That's the thing. russisright.com. It'll redirect you to russisright.blogspot.com. So what's the deal with this bike? Well, this bike actually is doing pretty good. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Let's see, where are we going here? Let's go here. I'm just riding around. I'm not. I have no direction to go. I'm just riding. Somebody's selling off, not selling off, throwing away their old refrigerator. They taped up the doors. That's a good thing to do. You don't want kids going in there or something and getting caught in there. You gotta tape it up, or actually better than that, it's removing the doors rather than taping the doors like that. I know a lot of people don't know how to remove the doors, so they taped it, duct taped it. Okay, let's go this way. All right, well, anyway, I just wanted to take the bike out while I can, give it a little bit of exercise. I gotta charge these bikes up eventually too. This battery did pretty good. You know, I didn't charge it up all winter long. We've ridden it for a little bit now, and I'm at 4 bars out of 5 on the battery scale here. So I've got plenty of battery power on it. A lot of times what I do is I'll ride for a certain amount of distance, and then if the battery still shows at least half, I'll just leave it. I won't charge it up until I take it out again. Like if I know the next day I'm gonna take it out, then I charge it up. Yeah, you don't want to leave your batteries in the 100% state if you can avoid it. It's actually not good for lithium-ion batteries unless you're using it right away. If you're gonna let it sit for days on days, yeah, just leave it at 70, 80%, something like that, and you'll be fine. But this battery held its power. I don't know when I took this this bike out last. Was it last year? Did I take it out anytime this year? I don't know. I don't think I did. Who knows? Who knows? But it's just good to get out. Yeah, we've been cooped up for so long. You know, you guys are watching my videos of me driving in the car and watching a video of me riding, an old riding video. No, we're not gonna do that throughout the summer or spring or fall. Gotta get out there. And if I can't get out there, I just won't put a video out. Yeah. So if you don't see another video from me, you know, for days on end, it's probably because the weather wasn't good. Otherwise, I'd be out. Yeah, even a basic ride, I'll be out. You know, even if it's only 10, 15 minutes to get out the ride, it's better than nothing. Better to ride that while you can, right? But man, is it windy today. You can see little flags on the side here blowing in the wind. What's that thing say? Road construction ahead. That's not good. Let's go see what kind of road construction they're doing. Let's check it out. Yeah, they're not constructing right now. Yeah, it's the weekend. Nobody's doing anything. What are we doing here? 18.9 miles an hour. The wind blowing up against me, 19 miles an hour. Our area has a 20 mile an hour limit for e-bikes. Although you'll see me jump past it every now and then. I'm doing 22 right now. No one's gonna clock you for that. All right, that's too busy of a street. Let's turn here. Let's turn over here. Be careful too. Like for instance, there was a road construction stuff there. So there's a lot of gravel on the ground. You take that turn, you don't know there's gravel there, you can slide your whole bike out from under you. Be really careful when you see gravel like that on the ground. People have known to have the whole bike slide out. There's no traction on your tires, right? Alrighty, that's about all I have for you guys for today. I'm gonna continue riding around. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button if you can. That helps me out quite a bit. Which way are we going here? Let's go this way. Yeah, see, there's a lot of, you can hear it. You can hear it on your tires. Because any of this road construction stuff is gonna leave a lot of gravel stuff there. So be real careful with that. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button, put a comment. That usually helps the video. So what does that really do? When you put a comment, I mean, I'm talking even if you just put a thumbs up, anything simple, YouTube will see that as an interaction and they feel that, okay, people must like this video, so they'll push the video to other people to see as well. So this is why YouTubers will tell you, you know, make a comment, hit the like and subscribe, all that stuff. Subscribe. Let's talk about that too. Since it's early in this riding season year. Subscribing doesn't cost anything. I've run into a lot of people who said that they thought that subscribing means it cost me money. No, it doesn't cost anything. You're just hitting a button. You're hitting a little thing that says subscribe. All that does is it tells YouTube that you're interested in this channel, and so whenever a new video comes out, it'll put it up there immediately for you so that you can see it. If you put the little bell icon too, then it'll send you a notification saying, hey, Russ has got a new video out. Okay, so it doesn't cost anything. So how does that help us? Well, that helps us because the higher the subscription count is, then companies see that and they say, oh, they must be pretty popular. Maybe we should give them a bike to review. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you help us out, by hitting the subscribe button. So do that if you haven't done that before, because that really helps me out a lot if you do it. You know, we're not a huge channel. Where are we at? About 23,000 subscribers now. That's still pretty low compared to other types of YouTube channels out there. But you know, for e-biking, 23,000 is not so bad. Could be better, right? Some of the other guys have larger channels. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, help me out. All right, that's all I got for you guys for today. I'll talk to you guys next time.